For today's lesson, we will be working with algebraic expressions in real-world situations. And our standard for today is 6EE6. So Emma has Y books. Matthew has 3 times as many books as Emma. Matthew buys another 7 books. So we want to know how many more books does Matthew have than Emma, and we're going to give our answer in terms of Y in simplest form. So what we want to do is we want to build our expression. So we build our expression by looking at the information we're given and then figuring out mathematically what is taking place. So Emma has Y books. Matthew has 3 times as many books as Emma. So if Emma has Y books and Matthew has 3 times as many, we're going to multiply the amount that Emma has by 3. Says that Matthew then buys another 7 books. Well, if he buys another 7 books, that means he's getting more. So we're going to add 7 to that. So the amount of books that Matthew has is 3y plus 7. So for part A, we want to know how many more books does Matthew have? Well, when it says how many more, that usually tells us we're going to subtract. So we want to know how many more books does Matthew have than Emma? Well, if Matthew has 3y plus 7, and we want to figure out how many more, we're going to subtract, and we're going to take off Emma's amount, which is y. And so to put that in simplest form, we're going to take 3y minus y to get 2y plus 7. So for part B, it says if Emma has 25 books, how many more books does Matthew have than Emma? So now we take our expression of 2y plus 7, and we know that Emma has 25 books. So we're going to start by taking 2 times 25, and then adding 7 to that. So 2 times 25 is 50, and 50 plus 7 is 57. Ms. Davis had X dollars. She bought a dress for $35 and spent the rest of her money on 3 identical notebooks. So for part A, we want to find the price of 1 notebook in terms of X. So again, we're going to build our expression. So Ms. Davis had X dollars. So we're going to start with that. She bought a dress for $35. Well, if she's buying the dress, that means the money is going away. So we're going to subtract the $35. She spent the rest of her money on 3 identical notebooks. Well, when she has X and you spend 35, X minus 35 would represent the amount that she has left. Since she's buying 3 identical notebooks, we're going to take that amount and we're going to divide it by 3. So if Ms. Davis had $50, what was the price of 1 notebook? So we're going to start by taking 50 minus 35 over 3. 50 minus 35 is 15. 15 over 3 is $5. Some adults and children are watching a musical. There are N children. There are 25 fewer adults than children. To find the number of adults in terms of N, well, if there's N children, if there's 25 fewer adults, we're going to take those 25 adults off. So our expression would be N minus 25. And then for part B, if there are 124 children, how many adults are there? So we're going to take out the N, put in 124. 124 minus 25 is 99. Owen has M dollars and Lucas has $25 more. So find the total amount of money they have in terms of M. So we're looking at Owen's amount and we're looking at Lucas's amount. Well, it says Owen has M dollars and Lucas has $25 more. So what that means is that Lucas has $25 more than Owen. So if Owen had M, Lucas would have M plus 25. So if we want to find the total amount of money that they have, we're going to take Owen's amount, we're going to take Lucas's amount and add those together to get an answer of 2M plus 25. And for part B, it says that M is 35. How much money do they have in all? So we're going to take 2 times 35 plus 25. 2 times 35 is 70. 70 plus 25 is $95. Mr. Peterson has Y dollars in his wallet at first. After withdrawing $300 from the bank, he gave his wife half of the total amount of money he had. So we want to find the amount of money he had left in terms of Y. So Mr. Peterson has Y dollars in his wallet. After withdrawing $300 from the bank, so that means it's going into his wallet. So we're going to add that 300 to what he has. And then he gave his wife half, which means we're going to take this amount and we're going to divide it by 2. Or another way you could write this is put the Y plus 300 in parentheses and then put the divide by 2 on the outside. So for part B, if Mr. Peterson had $60 in his wallet at first, how much did he have left? So 60 plus 300 divided by 2. 60 plus 300 is 360. 360 divided by 2 is $180. So again, we got to make sure that we're building those expressions as we read through the information. So ribbon A is K meters long. Ribbon B is twice as long as ribbon A. Ribbon C is 1 meter shorter than ribbon B. So we want to find the length of ribbon C in terms of K. So it says ribbon A is K meters long. So there's A. Ribbon B is twice as long as ribbon A. So we're going to multiply that by 2. So that's now ribbon B. It says ribbon C is 1 meter shorter than ribbon B. So we're going to take 1 off. So as we read through the information, that can help us build our expressions. So for part B, if K equals 3, how long is ribbon C? So 2 times 3 minus 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. So we have a ribbon that is 5 meters long. And that's all for today's lesson. I hope this helps.